Black Compass Media, back live with another one. Shout out to everybody that's out there. Everybody's going to see this. Tone Bro checking in on behalf of the entire society and everything like that. Happy Sunday, first and foremost, to everybody. Happy Sunday. I mean, this is we all the way in November. This year has flown by, right? It's just completely like out of here in the fourth quarter. We headed into September, not September. Whoa, we headed into December, right? And we headed into the top of the year. Now, as we get ready to be in the top of the year brain and top of the year mindset, we got to spin the block on battles that have occurred, things of that nature, stuff like that. Like, right? Like we got to spin the block. There's no way you can do this without spinning the block sometimes. This is why you have this. This is why you have BRIQz. This is why you have my brother about to introduce as well. Coming from the UK battle rap stand up. The whole scene. Shout out to everybody that's out there doing their thing. But my man 50 Grand, my cousin from across the pond himself. I got my boy, battle rap resume, Tom in the building. What up?
Tone, such a pleasure as always to be here. It has been, I'm counting 107 days since the last episode of BRIQz. I love this series. This is a little known Black Compass series. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we're trying to eke out here where we can. And I love coming on. And obviously last time went through Jay versus Danny and Chiller versus JC and stuff like that. So yeah, it's good to be back.
Hell yeah, man. Hey, Tom, man, it's great to have you back. And like I said, though, too, right? This is a good time because it just seems like there's so many cards, so many battles, so many different things happening right now that it makes sense to go back and revisit some of these battles and revisit some of the performances that made the years what it was, how special it actually was, and things like that, right? Now, before we get into things, though, Tom, give us the UK update, man. What's up? What's going on in the UK? You know what's going on over here.
A lot of stuff, actually.
Two middle fingers to Kyle Rittenhouse and that judge. But, what's going on over there, brother?
It's actually really busy. Like, if you would have asked like a month ago or so, it would have been like, it's when he sort of ended this sort of stuff. But it's really accelerated. I mean, this time last weekend, basically, I was in Bristol for Don't Flop for its 13th birthday. Like, when I was getting into Don't Flop personally, it was celebrating its 4th birthday. People will remember that for, Shotty versus Arsenal is famous battle from that. Bullets came over in DNA, etc. And, just loads of good battles in general, really. But now it's in its 13th year, which is kind of mind-boggling. And, it's in smaller circumstances. We don't all have Drake, supporting us. So
right.
But so basically, Shuffle versus Crafty was the title match. I'm sure you're aware of Shuffle. Are you a Crafty fan at all?
I'm not. See, Shuffle T, right? I like Shuffle T.
Do you like him, or is it like
I like him when he's with Marlo? Marlo, Shuffle T, Abbott and Costello. I like them. You know what I mean? They're pairing. It's like Devon and Bubba Ray
duo. Yeah.
I never watched Devon Dudley wrestle alone. You see what I'm saying? Like Shuffle T alone, I can't. It's not really my cup of tea. To me, it's always a little bit too jokey. It almost like it's a caricature sometimes, a little bit of a parody. I understand it's trying to lighten the mood, but for me, the type of battle rap that I like, where it's competitive, life or death, I win this battle, I can't come back to the city type of vibe. It's not really my thing. He's like, yo, if I beat you, we going out to the pub. We going to have a beer. You know what I'm saying? We're going to kick it tone, smoke a blunt. And that's cool, but I don't want to feel like that off the rip. Like, you need to let me know you trying to kill me, But anyway, tell me about it. How was it?
I mean, I think that's why, British sensibility showing there that doesn't really bother me. That's sort of part and parcel of it. But I understand what you're saying. And this was, a kind of clash of titans in the sense where it was very stylistically different in that it was Crafty's actual city, Bristol. It's where he's from. He's a celebrated sort of spoken word, artist. He's excellent. In terms of a writer, he's really, really good. And, it was both of their final lines in their final verses that kind of encapsulated this whole battle where, if I remember correctly, it was Shuffle saying, I make more sense as a business decision. I'm better known. He is. I mean, he's a global star in certain ways. Drake loves him. It keeps coming back to Drake, but Drake's there. And Crafty was very much more like, you're this kind of soulless, like just depository of Maltese and stuff like that. And Crafty was just a little bit more incisive, a little bit more devastating personally. And he won that. So that was great. And, I mean, it's not all you need to check it out on the pay-per-view now. So basically, you can go support Don't Flop and watch it. Great card overall. Bowski versus Crow was there. Soweto Kinch versus Canal. So good to see Soweto Kinch. I mean, he's an extraordinary musician and a great fucking battler as well. And lots of kind of early battles. Marlowe battled as well versus Danny Jack. Danny Jack kind of unfortunately choked, and Marlowe sort of took that quite cleanly, but it was a good battle. So yeah, the Don't Flop event was the biggest headline, I suppose. I mean, we've got Premier Battles just did a great event where Shuffle T and Marlowe headlined versus Bobby Rex and Raptor. Yeah, it came out recently. So yeah, there's a lot going on. There's a lot to look forward to. I think there's something going down like early December. Anarchy, Premier Battles, and obviously No Loose Chat are doing great things. We're going to talk about.
They've been kicking up.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to discuss one of the battles of the year. Well, they've had many battles of the UK battles of the year on their league. Like they've had extraordinary events. So absolutely, we're we don't have we're going to be talking about like smaller leagues today and battles on smaller. We don't really have that. We just have the sort of big guys kind of trudging along, and the events are great. Like that's what It's I don't mean that disrespectfully. I mean it's just kind of like it's very far and few between in comparison to what we're going to go through. But yeah, that's the UK update. I guess just to finish that off with a bow, go support Don't Flop. Go get the pay-per-view. Go watch Premier Battles as well.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I like the scene that's building out there, man. And I mean, I like the way that it's a lot more street guys getting a chance out there and things like that. And for the people that's listening, y'all gonna have a chance to chime in, things like that. You know what I mean? I got my mans coming through from Hunger Games. You know what I mean? It's a whole event going on down there that I will be hosting, and we're going to talk about that too later on. But you'll get your opportunity to chime in on some of the battles that we're talking about as you watching your team lose. Undoubtedly, I'm an Eagles fan. Now I know, American football, I get it, but I'm an Eagles fan, so we're trash. But everyone, while you're watching your team lose, you can have the opportunity to be up in here. So I see some guys from Detroit. Shout out to Detroit. 313 in the building. Shout out to my man Sco as well. Tay Watts, Howie, what up? Clay, you know what I mean? So we out here. Now, Tom, where do we begin? Where do we begin?
So this is kind of a random smattering of battles, really. Right. Like, we've just agreed on, 3 or 4 kind of the last couple of months, last couple of weeks. Some of these just came out. Right. And, these are all great battles. And we were saying before we went live, like, let's just start with the most fun battle, the most entertaining battle, a battle that's a one-rounder that I really hope to see in URL as a proper battle, because this was a real great one-rounder, fantastic one-rounder. Clips versus A-Ward.
Clips versus A-Ward, man. Clips versus A-Ward.
Committee.
This was dope, man. This was dope. The only thing, and again, I guess this is the purpose of a one-rounder. As a fan, do you say, if I leave here wanting 3 rounds, then I think they accomplished the objective, right?
Like, I mean, Clips won another round, right? Clips just second, like, which is great.
Yeah, no, he was.
I just had a classic with Chet. It just says that, and it's just like,
yeah, like it. No, it's bad, man. I mean, sometimes you got those one-rounders like the Young Ill, T-Rex, shit. I'm going to say one, and I know people are going to be like, what? But this is the purpose of this show. Big Cannon versus Moneybags. Watch it. It's on RBE. Right. It's a dope one-rounder. I'm saying one-round battles can hold a lot of weight. Adi Boom versus Goods. Yeah. I mean, Danger Zone versus Goods. These can change careers in some respect, or they can just be dope exhibitions of talent, and that's what we got with Clips versus A-Ward, right?
Yeah,
start off.
And because it's a one-rounder, like you say, I think what they get into in this battle for Clips, it's just basically Christian bars, the whole thing. Yeah, like he's not really going in any other dimensions. And A-Ward, a lot of sports, which is what he does, of course, but like they both seem to just be doing this for sport. It wasn't necessarily the kind of character demolition that hopefully will be explored. But I mean, the coin toss was interesting because Clips clearly wanted to go first, asks for a second coin toss, loses again. So it's like, even for that reason, it's like, well, we haven't seen a rebuttal in Clips in this battle. So it's like, even for that alone, it's like, let's just have another go, lads. Like,
yeah, exactly. So Clips starts off gunning. kind of talks about the team, and this is where Clips is very masterful about breaking down people's team and what they've done and kind of making everybody look a certain way, right? Loso was on fire till Torque caught the Holy Ghost and put his spirit under a table. Street Hymns, a grown virgin, oops, somewhere at the mayor's office telling the fable. Like, and the Lord works in mysterious ways. Y'all called the horses, but none of y'all stable. Like fire. That's
fire.
That's well done. That is fundamental. Now that makes.
I think it's the punch. Yeah.
But this is where Clips kind of made his name and really kind of breaking down your team. Now I'm looking at you. I'm looking at the whole team. Funny. I'm laughing at everybody. Right. You know, I thought that was cool the way he started off. Like, what'd you think?
Yeah, no, and I love Clips. Like, you know, seeing him on stage. I mean, how can you not really? He's just one of the most likable battlers ever. And I guess for me, with that punch, it's just the stable horses, whatever. But I understand what you're saying completely. Like, just the gestalt of it, just him just pointing out him, and like, you know, it works. And sure, everyone goes at the Four Horsemen and A-Ward and whatever. But you know, and you forgive Clips for these, like, they are bars. Like, you know, why does RBE keep booking them? Adam's known for picking fruit, and you know, again, it's like that works. But you know, but because it's Clips, it's just like, well, this, you know, this guy's so great, this guy's so charismatic, and there is some great stuff here. I mean, Cain Abel, sure, but I really like the biscuits with the chicken. Churches, we were buying biscuits. Yeah,
the comparison, right? The comparison back and forth. Dope. Now it always seems a little bit front door to do with Christians, right? You was in Bible study learning Cain and Abel, and me and my niggas was able to move Cain. You know, I get it. I like the chicken joint at the end though. That was dope. You know, that comparison is always cool. But I actually like the Eve one the most though. Like, your Eve was known for snaking cats. Probably the reason why women got PMS. My E was known for baking niggas and doing classic verses.
Classic verses with DMX. Yeah.
That was dope.
Cold.
That was dope.
Cold. Oh, what about the Noah one? That was like,
oh yeah.
I was just like, so he know a bitch to take two of everything by arching her back.
I mean, hey Tom, listen, it can be rough in the streets sometimes. I mean, you know. She got it now. She get it, you know.
That is, I talk about the Great Flood. I mean, that is crazy. Like, so, I mean, people are saying preach in the crowd, and you know.
Oh yeah, the preacher angle and stuff like. He's done that before, effectively with Big Cannon.
He's great at it. Isn't one of his parents a preacher? Am I misremembering that? Is that someone else?
I know Big Cannon's like his father. I think is a preacher.
No, yeah. I know there's battlers, but
involved. It's interesting because a lot of the guys actually in Twerk 2 has like a Christian rap background.
Twerk's what I'm thinking of. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Salute to Simran in the building as well. Now, okay. So then we get to the Moses part, right? We get to the Moses part, and all right, he can use his staff, so can I. All right, now. When we get away from that, because I do think it was a lot of Bible stuff, but even when he starts to talk about, you know, the irony, I put his noodles on the curb and bring his angels here. I thought that was dope. Like, that was dope. Even though I saw the punch a mile away, because you know, when right before he says angel hair, he rhymes like 4 in a row that rhyme with angel hair.
Flame this square, and
right. Flame this square, aim a pair. Then it's, you know what I mean. But I thought it was set up pretty well though.
I mean, it was clowning on the Guardian Angel stuff as well, which must be one of the most referenced bars in battles ever. Like, that always comes up.
Is Guardian Angel the most referenced bar ever?
I don't think it is ever, no, but it's in the top 10, I'd say.
It's in the top. It's probably top 10, arguably top 5 most mentioned ever.
Probably top 5, actually.
Big Gerald is the most.
Yeah.
Big Gerald. I think when everyone's remixed the, first thing I hear when I touch down the Midwest groove, like the whole surf intro, which I think is legend. That probably is a good question. Best battle rap intro.
That is a good question. Yeah, ask Cola. Cola will definitely be able to let us know, man. Like, I just sidebar. Shout to Cola in that Cassidy episode.
Oh yeah, you like that?
A few times. Yeah. Oh my god! Finally, someone fucking talks to Cassidy. I loved it, man. I loved it. So Cass.
Caps is bugging on us, man. You know, take it easzy on us, Tom. You
That
know?
guy is like, man, he's incredible. Like, just as an interviewer, like he's just shifting. Like, you know, he's awesome. So yeah, we get back into this battle, and then what did you think about Clips talking to God and then making that punch?
I thought that was dope. I was talking to
It was
myself
pretty
the whole
actually
time.
abstract, yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty well done. I mean, I think Clip sometimes, because his style has become such a commodity in terms of like, everyone knows how to do it. Like, right? Like Clips is sort of the blueprint for a lot of ways that people even construct their rhymes. So when he does say something complex or take a complex sort of angle, it kind of gets swept under the rug. But I was talking to myself the whole time, was fire. I'm a whip the white boy, sell it back, reverse slavery. I thought that was dope too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I thought that was cool.
Well, I didn't mind it either. And he kind of winds up the round talking about how he wanted the rebuttal and that sort of stuff. So again, it's just great round from Clips, entertaining from start to finish as ever. I mean, he already had the legendary status, but now he has sort of prime time pedigree, from Nick and co. So it's just kind of monstrous, really, how good he is and how watchable he is. And we here in the UK, we love Clips. Clips just came over quite a few times, had some great battles, had a weird battle with Shotty that we don't talk about, and the Tony D clash was extraordinary, and O'Shea as well. Battled O'Shea at the 5th birthday with the orange. People might remember that. But
Clips is definitely an elder statesman for sure, and I look at him now the same way that I look at Ines, where it's like he's such a battle rap, like I say this in a good way, like a relic, he's like a ambassador of this shit in such a way. You know what I mean? And his style has been so ingrained into what we do. I don't mind the stuff that you know what I mean. It's like watching a Don Rickles bit. It's like, you get it. I mean, this is an old man. You know what I'm saying?
Don Rickles is crazy, but
he'll still hit you with one every now and again. You're like, okay, that was funny. But
I think Clips is like still really competitive. I think
you feel like he's still really competitive. You feel like, but this is a get over match, man. This was Steven Regal versus Chris Jericho in '98. Like this is to get him over. This is not to, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't feel like he applied pressure like that.
Yeah, maybe not so. Again, it was a little desultory like these one-rounders tend to be. But what I liked is, obviously it's A-Ward, so obviously he's going to rebuttal. And,
oh my God.
For Clips just saying, Clips obviously going into, URL, etc., and saying, offers him to basically rebuttal that, which he does straight away. And Tone, I don't know if you noticed, but like, I love this. I love the fact that the camera didn't cut. So the camera just goes from Clips and then just turns around. A-Ward, and it's just like this one fluid motion. Oh man, it's just, and he's just got it from
right there. And and it's not just one rebuttal, it's 2 rebuttals, 3 rebuttals with a whole scheme. I take a basic, I take the multi, like bravery. It's basic. See, the whole scheme he's talking about, he's God, but how is he God if you're pray to me? Like
pray to me,
fire. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You can't let A-Ward be second in a one-rounder, you can't do it.
Like seriously, like nah, A-Ward gotta go first, man. This is bugged out. But but even with the what he said, the sidekick, that was an underrated bar from Clips, right? Like he said, I got every version of sidekick T-Mobile, like that means a lot of aim or something like that. And I thought that was dope. And he's like, what he said, your mission done failed. They always talk about your pops. Like I'm thinking he didn't tell, but you mentioned a sidekick T-Mobile, so maybe he did flip on the cell. Like that was dope. That was dope. That's like, you know what I mean? I don't even know how you get from those 3 rebuttals to rhyming. That's something I'll never be able to fully grasp, because I know 90% of people are going to choke in that moment. You know what I mean? Like it just is what it is. But then we get into the round. We get into the round after we dissed the track pants. You ain't never ran nothing in your life. We get into the round. Right?
And Clips
Angel and Devil on my shoulders. Right?
Yeah, that was.
What'd you think? What'd you think about that concept?
I like that. I like more that he was, because Angel and Devil, sure. employ those sort of tropes. But the fact it's like the Geechee battle is looming, the recognition of that. What do I do here? Where do I sort of focus my attention? And then he kind of reasons that it's Clips and something about Thanksgiving dinner and you love leftovers. That sort of thing was really, really nice. But like just in terms of just the sheer writing, really, what did he say? No violence, show balance. Only write a Christian rapper break down clips with no malice.
Fire.
Like that's
fire.
Extraordinary. Like I'd never really heard that kind of vocalized in such a way, but it's so clean. Like
the attic, because when it unfolds, the stairs show. They adore the flow, but I'm upstairs with it. It's different. Like that was
the what house
like when you pull the attic down. I got one of them pull down attic with the store with the stairs, and you know what I mean? Like that was crazy. That was crazy. You know what I mean? And then the funniest thing is when an MC mocks another MC and it's accidentally fire. Like it's accidentally fire when he mocks Clips. Like how Charlie Clips raps. Like he takes a sports scheme, he draws everything out, whatever. Then he mocks him, and it turns out that actually your mother was on the hunt for miles. I couldn't let the cougar, since I don't care how you may feel. I just left Cleveland like Odell Beckham Jr. Now fire. That's fire. Like he's using Hunt and Miles and all the different, you know what I mean? Like it was actually kind of dope. So it had to.
It was a little regional for me. Like I realized it was a sports bar, but obviously, and I know who Odell is, but it's like, but no, it is incredible. And like just his references as well, mixing American football with basketball and the whole Charlie Ward knew I could get past in a couple of ways or something like that. Like I had to look that up because I kind of worked out what you say.
Now, Tom, this for you and for all my UK brethren. There was once upon a time an athlete named Charlie Ward. He was a multiple sport athlete, a quarterback in football, passes the ball, and a point guard in basketball as well. He ended up going to the NBA, but that's why that shit works. Like, you know what I mean? Like that he can pass in a couple different ways. That's how that works. That was dope. That was intelligent and really, really well put together. And we always get Rugrats bars from A Ward. Yo,
I love Rugrats personally.
I do too.
No, but we're sort of similar eras, that Nick era or whatever. But like, I don't know, he's done a few of these. I mean, he mentioned like an orange tape versus someone, which is like the Rugrats tape. I can't really remember what he was getting at. No, but the whole what did he say? I feel a little way because every time we repped up,
because back in the day, every time you repped our culture, Clips blew up. Now Chuck too scared to try, and it feels like I'm watching a Nick Jr. That was fire. But that's a dude that like is clearly a teacher, right? He's probably he's around small children. If you watch enough TV with kids, this is what's gonna happen. Like Fairly Odd Parents and all types of jokes about Adventure Time, like it's just what happens. So everyone related to it, and it's funny because battle rap fans try to posture like everybody's so street and serious and stuff. You say a Rugrats bar and everyone's like, oh yeah, Chucky, feeling little, like
any anime or just stuff is just can ignite. So now, what did you think of A Ward telling the true story of them going to the grill with Clips?
The hibachi story, we will call it.
Oh my god! The night of the bullpen event, I believe.
Hibachi story was absolutely hilarious, right? and you know it's funny because as A Ward's getting into that, Clips is like, oh wait, what is he talking about? And then he realizes like halfway, like, oh no, he was about to tell him about the shrimp, catching. I don't know, Clips. Come on, man, we from Harlem. We'll do that. That was dope. That was dope though.
So just for us to clarify, they went out. Clips treated everyone to a meal or whatever, or it was on the house, and yet someone pours through meat in Clips's mouth. I paused it like you guys need.
Well, I think he tried to like lean back and catch the shrimp. I don't know if that's a thing. See, I've never caught the shrimp at a hibachi
I didn't know that was a thing.
Never done that. I didn't know that was a thing people did, but apparently it is. So
Clip says, I'm from Harlem, automatic pause.
Automatic.
He actually refutes it. He says it's hilarious though. So Oh my god.
The ill joint that I thought was you know, when he talks about the do another scheme with it. You know what I mean? Let me take you to church, son. As far as advice, this might hurt, son. We don't want you to do a whole nother scheme with it. We want you to write a better on the first one. Like that was dope. That was dope.
Yeah.
And the thing that to end this battle and what makes it extra dope is the level of respect that A-Ward has for Charlie Clips, right? When you're battling somebody of that caliber, right? When he's paying homage to him at the end, I thought that was a good way to sort of end the battle as well. Like this is the inspiration. This is a guy who started a lot of this, you know, this way that I go about it. I think that was dope, man. There's a nice little hat tip at the end of the battle for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, we covered Jay versus Danny in the first episode of BRIQz, and there was a similar moment in that where, you know, Jay just gave his flowers to Danny, which was great to see. This was great to see as well. Just saying, absolutely, the best, and you know, that sort of thing. And like I said, like, you know, Clips tries to go into a second just as like a gag or whatever, but no one's going to begrudge him that, you know. Nobody would have been camera. Like, no, keep battling. No, please, let's Clips rebuttal some of the shit that was just, you know, some of A-Ward's crazy shit. Oh, let's hear some more Rugrats bars, you know. An Angela liquor or, you know, something like, I don't know what. I'll let you.
Coming off of the chess battle, definitely a good showing. I'm anxious to see what A-Ward is about to do with Geechee Gotti. That, to me, that whole card is just bonkers. I mean, if you guys have been in tune, make sure you check out the Face Off Snake Eyes Henny on the channel, Royalty Trufo. You know what I mean? We have a bunch of other guys coming.
Real name Brandon Fonz.
Yeah, real name Brandon Fonz. Like we're heavy promoting that because that card means something. That's grudge matches all throughout. So dope battle though. A-Ward definitely took it.
Great battle.
This was really, really good. One rounder as well. You know what I'm saying? Now that league, what was the name of the league, Tom? Sorry.
The league was Rap Committee in Cleveland.
Right. Okay. So shout out to Cleveland, man, because they've been putting on, man. They got a lot of good talent out there. We actually just had Jay Slash on here, who's from Columbus, Ohio, and we got Sneezy Bo recently, who's from Columbus. That motherfucker's unlike anything that I've seen. Like, very few people can get the deadpan delivery to work. You know, it's like him, XQZ, Homeschool. Like, they're in that group of people who can just deadpan delivery, but it's
Homeschool's crazy, by the way. Homeschool's crazy.
Yeah, no, he's dope. Homeschool. He's dope.
Yeah, Homeschool on the show.
I have to. I've been trying to reach out to Homeschool ever since I seen him at iBattle. I was there for the Ace battle, right? But
oh my god, you were there for shoulder bump.
Oh, I was there. No, if you zoom in and you stop it, you can see me doing one of these like Earl Hebner. Whoa, hold on. Like I was JR. I was in the middle of that. Like, you know. But no, that was a great battle, man. That was great. You know what I mean? But I certainly have to get him up here. Him and XUZ, because XUZ just did really well against Bill Collector. I'm not gonna lie. So on to the next. On to the next one. Now, man, the next one is gonna be Fonz versus Ill Will. And this is where this is another 1 round situation. Same league, right? Out in Cleveland.
Same
night. 2 Midwest guys. Now, when I saw this book, I said to myself, I want 3 rounds. Where Fonz is right now in his career versus Ill Will, a 3-round battle makes sense in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But I know the politics of it and all that is probably not gonna, it's not gonna happen. So we'll just get everything done here. Man, this got bad, in my opinion. It's got really bad, man. It's got bad. Now, as Will is opening in that first round, like he goes first, right? As he's opening that round, I'm saying to myself, immediately, this will not be enough. Like immediately, because he took way too long. Like I think this, he goes through a whole Squid Games.
Are you kidding me with these Squid Game bars, Ill Will? Like, oh my god! But he says, oh yeah, you sick of Squid Game bars? Let me do a whole scheme, and none of them are good.
Like, it wasn't good. And you know what the thing about Squid Games is? The plot points in Squid Games aren't compelling at all. like, oh, you lose your marbles messing with me. You know what I mean? Oh, or you know
You
what I mean?
can't
You're
quote
playing with
it.
death. You know, I don't like.
Mhm.
It wasn't that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he said something like, "I'm not a cookie cutter dude. Like, I'll
I'll
slide with the
slap the shit
glove."
out of you. It's like Ill Will is one
Yes,
of the greatest battlers of all time, in my
that
opinion.
was
Like he's
lazy.
insanely good. He just wasn't
Yeah,
very good in this battle.
yeah,
This was quite a lacking, cliche-ridden round
yeah.
that
Pretty
no one
lazy.
really rocked with. Like, I know it's Cleveland, blah blah blah, but they were pretty good for A-Ward and Clips. You know what I mean?
Hey man, Pontiac is in the same region. I mean, we talk about put that
There you go.
even a Bobby Boucher. Okay, I know Waterboy, but if Fonz head of the team, I'm Bobby Boucher. All right. The question ain't it who's the best, right? I'm very calm, but I'm Jeffrey Dahmer, a nigga who choose death. Okay,
Yeah,
I
not
like
bad.
that. I like that.
I like that as
The
well.
the one though was I'll take an F in out of Fonz. I don't give a F if he has one OZ
Yeah,
left. That was the one. Like that
that
was
was cold. And
yeah.
this is where I realized I'm a fucking battle rap degenerate. But I realized I've seen another Ill Will battle where he does very similar wordplay. Him versus
Mm.
Danger. I think in the UFF final, probably the bar that wins in the battle. He's like, you know, the word county, and he's like U and TY because I see O's in the front or something like that. And I'm not saying that
Yeah.
O's CO, like, you know, obviously it's just letter wordplay. Like, it just
Yeah, yeah,
remind me of
yeah.
that, I should say. But
Right.
yeah, that was cold. I mean, it was just a lot of kind of, I don't know, stuff that is like
All
more like
right.
thinking points than bars. Hurt behind my name like a Donda intro. I mean, cool, like nice reference, but I
Right.
don't know how hard that is compared to just some of the absolute, you know, haymakers that Fonz kind of rains down in his round.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know who else wild strong? My shooters because they max out. Okay, kidnap them. They won't even be able to find a landlord if they're using Zillow. Eh.
Zillow,
They're
yeah.
coming to America. The landlord see a body rolling down the stairs. Heard it before. Um, I don't know. I guess the best part of that round is when he tells the story about Fonz inviting him out. The weed was trash
Yeah.
and there wasn't no hoes at that party. That's ill will, right? That he's still personable through all of this, though, Tom. That's why
He
it's still good. Like if I'm in the crowd, I'm watching the battle, I'm not mad because
no,
ill
no, no,
will is
no.
still personable, right?
Definitely not. Definitely not. And it's like there's, you know, so many great Ill Will performances we can point to. But he's just kind of a bit all over the place in his first. He's not as focused as he could be in quite a short round. He talks about being similar to like a lichen and a vampire. And then do you remember when he asked the crowd if they ever think about Jeff Bezos passing away? Like, what the hell? You're about to die in your prime. It's like ill. Like, that I was like, whoa! I was like, this is not a typical Ill Will round. This is like kind
Yeah,
of, this is just kind of whatever, you know.
right, right.
But the battle's
I'm
more
the will
important
that
for
don't give
Fonz,
a
isn't it?
F.
And Fonz, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a will that doesn't give a F about Tupac when it comes to a bitch. That was funny. That was cool. But it wasn't nothing that I left there being like, okay, Fonz is in danger. And
No,
Fonz immediately kicked up. Wow.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Come on, Tom. Come on, man.
You know, it was interesting. A lot of name flips, of course, from Fonz, who
Right.
immediately out the gate, like you say, had the energy, is far more interesting on stage, pacing, hungry, you know, really kind of relentless on it, you know, really feels a lot more active, a lot more enthralling.
Mhm.
Loads of like will puns, isn't there? Like he must mostly flip the word will in wheel and somehow gets loads of original stuff out of it. Like,
Mhm. Right,
you
right. The
know,
wheel flip.
the click behind the wheel about to take a turn for the worst, like that was crazy.
That was crazy. That
That
was
was
crazy.
so good.
I think even when he said they had the nerve to bring ill will to my city. Ill
Yeah,
bring me ill will and in my city and in my city. I thought that was dope.
that was cold. That was so
That
good.
was
That
good.
was
Like
so good.
you know what I mean? I ain't finna show this disrespect.
Fonz loves those types of bars, doesn't he? That's kind of how what he had the whole name flip against Castro, didn't he, as well? Polamalu or whatever that was.
Oh
Like he
yeah,
likes,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, that kind of
Palomalu,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
that kind
He
of
can
stuff.
split words really well and not make it sound crazy, and it works with that Midwest accent. You know, I don't know if I could
It does.
split with my, up north, upstate New York accent, animosity. I don't know if I could make that sound like animosity. I don't know if I could do that. Not me, but it worked for Fonz. He was good.
It did work for Fonz. And one thing I didn't consider, Tone, that I don't know if you realize, but I didn't consider this until Fonz brought it up. These are both URL tournament winners.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
It's mad to think on UFF back then, but it's just it's cool for them to sort of push it out. Why did Smack stop giving him the push after UFF? Wheel was moving funny.
Yeah, Will's.
Oh.
Yeah, that was
really good line. I mean, he's gonna cook at him actually, kind of very quickly as well. Like,
yeah, that I'm gonna punish you, knock a whole effing chunk out of Will is what I'm gonna do. Like, he don't even know he got hit, got ill out of nowhere. Even some shit from his stomach. That was crazy. That was crazy.
Oh no! What was the whole thing about Mac Myron? And he's in a secret competition with Mac, like Bill Gates, like
fire.
So
what?
Precise.
He you stagnant to feel safe. He in a secret competition with Mac, like Bill Gates. That was crazy. That was crazy.
That was like a real like shift as well. Like, you just focused on Mac out of nowhere, and then it was just like, damn, it was just
right.
Excellent shit.
He said all he had to do was chill him. It's just basic. Like, why am I telling the dude named Ill to be patient? Like, it was man. It was too many. It was too many.
Though I mean, probably even the most famous bar from this battle. We've not even mentioned the parallel parking one.
Yeah. Oh my god, man. You kidding me? But it's not even that, right? Because we said the will thing has been done a lot, right? But people aren't put together like, let any one of them intervene. It's lit for them. They gonna all return to the earth. I got the signals for whoever clicked behind Will. This is about to take a turn for the worst. Nobody. I haven't heard that. That's different. It's different. That's not front door stuff, man. It's not. You know what I mean? So I think what Fonz is doing is separating itself in terms of punching, in terms of writing ability. It's not just 1, 2, 3 punch and weak setup punch. It's a whole concept that goes along with that. Yeah. It's topical. It works for the actual person that's in front of them, and it's a punch that anybody walking into that room could identify with. Understand what he's saying. Yo, shout out my man Caliber 2 Team Backpack. And things like that. Dolo says, I couldn't watch the battle because the crowd didn't react to any of Will's bars. Okay, hold up. I think we may have lost Tom. Tom will be back. You couldn't watch the battle because of that? You didn't think? I thought that they gave Will some reaction. Obviously, Fonz being the hometown kid is going to give him a bit of an advantage. But, at the same time, though, my thought on that hometown stuff is this. So what? That's the guy. That's the guy from his town. That's a part of it. That's a part of hip hop. You mean to tell? So if you were doing like a versus matchup where not the normal versus format, but you were really trying to go track for track with somebody, right? And say you went out to the Bronx, you did this against Fat Joe, right? They're gonna cheer for Fat Joe. He's a hometown kid. It's up to you to steal that. It's up to you to steal that momentum or make them respect it. I don't like this whole bias thing has to go. We've seen too many times where guys have come in there, hostile territory, and did well, or at least won the crowd's respect, right? The bias part is part of it, I think. What do you think, Tom, about that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, how many classic matches are predicated on that? It's not as much of a thing here domestically. It's kind of a north-south divide to a certain extent. But yeah, it can add a certain intangible kind of quality energy to the battle. And, it's clear from the off, really, just like, the crowd are really, really with Fonz. There's not many shots of the crowd, really, at all.
Yeah,
like,
no, it's not.
Get a feel. Yeah, so it's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of hard to predict how many are in there. But, there's a lot of people on stage, and like it's great to see everyone up there, like Real Deal and Marv One and Sharon and Chiller, etc. And I'm looking forward to all the battles as they come out. I actually saw the Real Deal battled You know what? I can't remember the guy's name because he's quite new.
Oh man, he I saw a clip from that. That was nasty. That was nasty.
Yeah, Real Deal's just one of the goats, and like he sort of starts his round by saying like, "What the fuck? A-Ward's getting clips," and like, "I'm battling who?" Like I've been battling so much longer. Like, go check that battle out. But yeah, Fonz for me, just overall. I think a bit like A-Ward in the battle we just covered, like, you know, just had a lot more in this case. Remote learning, I was passing out tablets in my class. Like,
Tom, what?
Yeah.
What? Certain bars that just make your stomach just hurt.
You gotta write those ones down. Yeah.
What is that? Come on, man. Now Dolo, I understand. He says it's not like Will didn't have anything. Yeah, he did have some stuff, some things, but I've seen better Ill Wills. I've definitely seen better rounds. I personally thought he'd be more in his bag for Fonz because of the lineage, because of the whole tournament winner thing, and because they're both Midwest and things like that. You know, I just feel like the whole crowd thing, it's just what it is, you know. Some people still make the argument about, does the crowd matter or don't they matter? And my thing is, it depends. It really depends. I do give credit for somebody going to hostile territory, turning that crowd in their favor, or simply taking the momentum from a great round. You know, your opponent has a great round and then you respond with a round that's at the level. I think that deserves credit, you know, but I just try to get away from being like, well, you know, the crowd was gassing, so I'm going to take away credit for the other person. It's their fault that the crowd is cheering for him. You know, it's like I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
All right, so we got that one. All right.
Let's check that battle out, people. Go check that battle out.
Really. Yeah, definitely go check out that battle. Great showing from
he's done quite well.
Fonz for sure.
But this is good for Fonz, right? Just quickly on the route to his, because I listened to your face off with Real Name Brandon Bray episode, and you know he had this gauntlet ahead of him, didn't he? And I guess he's 1-for-1 at the moment with arguably easier battles on the frontier, but in terms of battlers, but they'll probably want to kill him a bit harder now. So
yeah, exactly. I mean, he said that so he had this battle against Ill Will, and then he had
he's got Tink, right?
Tink the Demon and Real Name Brandon.
Oh, didn't that get cancelled or not? Or am I misremembering that? Did it happen yesterday? Because we're recording this just after traffic.
Yeah. They said, is it fair to say that Fonz had a stronger year than Lou?
No. Nothing stronger than that Arsenal moment.
The Arsenal moment is that's what I'm trying to say. But how do you weigh that up against what he did with Ill Will? Then he takes the same guy who just had that moment, beats him very badly. And then he had the Av battle as well. I thought Av won that battle. It really depends on what he does with this next situation. If he's able to really clear Real Name Brandon, who just won a tournament himself, I think you could make the case for sure. For sure. I actually argued that he might actually already be there, but I think it's definitive. If he beats Real Name Brandon clear badly, Goose is cooked on that one for sure.
Yeah, no, that's fair. And we had was the 2-on-2 this year as well.
The 2-on-2 was this year. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
well, I mean, but Lou was a part of that 2-on-2, right? So
true as well. Oh my God, they're so entwined. But,
yeah.
I mean, they're both sick. Like, it's so great to see so much new talent coming through. So, now next battle is a few older battlers in a sense. We're just talking about the young guns. Bill Collector versus Gage.
Bill Collector versus Gage.
You know.
Man,
Bill Collector versus Gage.
This is 3 of the best rounds that I've seen. Well, it's 3 of the best rounds, in my opinion, in a tournament format this year. Definitely. And for what Bill was doing stylistically, the style change. First of all, let's address the controversy. I'm just gonna ask you straight up: does he sound like Daylight to you?
Kind of in the second sometimes. Yeah. In that kind of glossary flow, like, you know, like, I don't know, but his energy sort of overrides that. It's very OG Bill, isn't it? Like,
right. I feel like it's what he does, but faster though. You know what I mean? Because before he would have broken everything up You know, there's a lot more urgency with this rapping, and I don't know if that's just a time thing, but it kind of comes off like, I mean, he starts off slow to open the battle in the first round, but you know, after that, man, I mean, the assault rifle, I'm past gauge, like, because we on the side of his house. I mean, we got a gas gauge, like I could roll a blade or escape through your whole cascade, like it just. I don't know, bro. Like I feel like this is different, man. You left your OnlyFans on the back page of the rap game only to get pressed more to continue button on the last stage. Like that's fire. That's not that.
I didn't even catch that one. That's really good.
Bruh,
Yeah, I really like
what?
That. Damn, that's
what?
great. I mean, you know, he's there's still a lot of energy here from the off. You know, a lot of conviction, very determined. More smoke than Marge Simpson's sisters. Which is
I like that. You like that one? Yeah.
I didn't mind that one. But he does do a Simpsons bar in his second as well with the Who Shot Mr. Burns. It's like, yo, respect to Bill Collector, like, you know.
One of the illest plot lines in a cartoon ever. Who shot Mr. Burns?
Oh my god.
Like that was when I was a kid, that was the shit. That and like the Green Ranger saga was like the illest 2 stories ever told when I was a kid. No lie. That Green Ranger saga. God. Boy, that rang off different. But yeah, more smoke than Marge sisters, right? Each cereal scratch off is an instant winner. It's crazy. It's crazy.
It's kind of like it's kind of hard. I don't mean this in a negative way. Hard to sometimes write down individual lines in kind of when Bill Collector's in this kind of spirit, because it's this fluid tapestry. You know, it's breathless. And he's just rooted to the spot, but also like just moving with it and just absolutely kind of extraordinary in terms of his performance. And you know, what do you say? Called Gage, but he's scared to come out of his shell or whatever. Like,
oh my god, you're called Gage. It's ironic somebody's called Gage is scared to come out of his shell, but that only works because he breaks down the style, talks about him being monotonous and not having a performance to boot, right? I build that up to get to that bar. You know what I'm saying? Like so many people are, it's like this impatient writing almost, like, you know what I mean? I'm not a rapper, so I can only detail in a certain way, but it almost seems impatient. There'd be so many people that would be itching to say the Gage shell line without building it up that way. And I think that's what separates a veteran. Bill can build that bar up differently. You know what I mean? So we get that. Then we get the I done got water out the well, spun around and sold it back to the well. I got lazy. I gave them 10 when they was asking for 12. I got shady. Like I was in it, even in the D dashing the 12. Come on, man. Tom. What?
Oh.
You serious?
Look, it's a pretty you know impossibly good Bill Collector here, like, you know.
Absolutely,
just kind of
absolutely. Gage had some shit too, though. Gage, what do you think about Gage?
Gage was, I mean, it's unfortunate really because in terms of presence and persona, you know, he is captivating and he's a great battler and had some great showings, undeniably.
Right.
But here, I don't know, lots of you said, so I'll just sort of flip that. Lots of endings around sort of clumsily and kind of, you know, cacanically. And, you know, there's still a lot of energy here in the punches, a lot of imagination, bust of a bat, wake up when cars fly and stuff like that. And he just has this kind of way of saying it that I like. But I don't know, you know, Lush introduces it with, he just said, what's real? And then the verse, which I just noted that down. I just had to mention that.
God really bless Lush one. Oh my God, his faces during the battle.
Yeah,
I think Gage had another one, was like, can I keep it real with him? Because if I lie, it's far worse because I can get to the car first and still get him. Like, I thought that was dope. His flow, his pockets, I feel like is dope. You know what I mean? It's just sometimes he definitely ended choppy, man. And I'll be damned if Bill didn't kick up again in that second round. The second round is brutal. Yeah. Brutal. Absolutely brutal, man. You ever had to whip the powder in the vanilla pudding, constructing a house after you sell the pudding, building a foundation to get into the small attic? That's because the big cellar wouldn't, like, come on, man. Because the big cellar wouldn't. The attic, the cellar. He's talking about building a house. He's talking about a trap house in a. It's just like it's filled with metaphors. The first two by 4, the wood fire heat the house up. Like one bull dozed off after the track tore his vein open. Like he's in a whole other bag describing like the trap atmosphere. I feel like in a way I just haven't heard. You know what I'm saying? This is not stuff. It's not part of my personal life, but these are bars I look for. The descriptions, like the friends grew sicker. Like whoever played doctor was part patient. The
Help
you know what I'm
patient,
saying?
yeah, the whole design
Illuminati,
of
my jar
drugs.
mason. Like Illuminati, my jar mason. What?
There's some deep
Come
shit.
on, Tom.
Some wading into some murky, like, you know, and just so much coursing through him. And crate challenge bars as well, you know, coming at the end, which I think Lush said was the first one. But yeah, no, these are kind of just, you know, excellent sequences. And Gage just doesn't in the second seem to, you know, slap the alphabet out of you, spell a word, stuff like that. It's
Nice, we like stuff like that.
I like that.
Yeah, the Dudley Do Right, the Dudley Do Right reference. I enjoyed that. You know,
he doesn't seem too comfortable here though. Like it's weird. He does and he doesn't. Like, you know, he's kind of calm and whatever, but it's also just like the projection. I don't know, the body language. It's not convincing.
The one line from the second round though, the you know, in the battlefield we eat powder, we eat off the powder like war rations. Like think life's a joke, lightning strikes your party. Like Thor crashed it, bring the beef so close to your house, you think we door dashed it. Like,
yeah, the door, yeah.
Thought that was dope, man. And the son of a gun line, the PTA meet and shit. That was ill, man.
Oh yeah, bring it with me or whatever. Yeah.
I'm a son of gun. Bring it with me like a PTA meeting's fire. Again, another bad ending, bro. Another bad ending, in my opinion. Now, Gage is definitely way better than that. Now, he's better in a long form format, you know what I'm saying? And it's weird because I'm starting to figure out through these tournaments, some people are just better with less time on the clock, and Bill just happens to be one of them people. You condense what Bill does in 3 minutes and 30, arguably 4 minutes, up to 2:30, and it's just bars, bro. It's just bars, man. What he said in the third, like you got something fake in your chest like Dolly Parton. I can see in the Chicago Bulls eye, he's a target. Like Gage in my face, think Daffy Duck, Bill spin back, Harley talking. What? Come on, man.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I don't even know what else to say about Bill in this battle. Like he just was a different guy totally, bro. I mean, this type of work though, I don't know if it. I don't. How tough is it? I wonder, right? Because we're supposed to have Bill in the show soon, but how tough is it to write in that sort of way? I feel like that the way that he wrote that, if he hadn't practiced that, like you know, and kind of had that shit down, it leaves you susceptible to like choke. It's a high risk style, I feel like. You know what I'm saying? What do you think about it stylistically? Is it too much though for new fans? I was watching it with a newer fans, like, I get it, it's hot, but I don't really get it. You know what I mean? Like, what do you think, bro?
It depends on your taste, doesn't it? It depends on your patience for this sort of stuff. Because, yeah, as a new fan, I mean, you know, it's the equivalent of just sort of getting into music and then being confronted with like neoclassical shred or something like that, you know, on the guitar, like just some manic, like tapping or whatever. It's like, you know, it's quite hard to decipher for a lot of people. And even going through it now, and like I was saying earlier, you know, it can snowball to a certain extent and it can become a little exhausting, I think, for certain listeners. I'm not saying to myself, but I think, you know, that's why people might not enjoy it. They might enjoy a bit more variety. And we've seen Bill Collector in more of a storytelling bag, you know, I'm thinking about like the Hitman battle and stuff like that. Like he just has so many sides to him. That he can continue to just kind of, you know, just sharpen his attack. I mean, what do you reckon his chances are? Like totally, like he seems to be one of the forerunners, certainly, to win the thing.
To be the guy, I think Bill is definitely the most dangerous guy in the tournament. We talked
more than Mad Flex. I mean,
XQZ kind of like that was a little bit of a hurdle for Bill. I thought he didn't lose that by very much, but between Bill and Mad Flex is probably that. But I would say Bill. This shit right here that he did, these 3 rounds and the 3 rounds. XQZ, that was the best I'd ever seen him, ever. And if everyone has to rap that well in order to beat you in a tournament scenario, it's gonna be. I like Bill's chances, man. I do like his chances in that. Oh yeah. King Coda, definitely appreciate. Yeah, the surf interviews definitely hitting 100K. Go watch that and things like that, man. Definitely.
Oh, nice.
That.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. So let's see what some of the people are saying. They said, "Oh, he told Caps he would get lyrical for real a months ago." Oh, he's living up to that. He's definitely 100% living up to that. And I see my guys in the chat now and things like that. I just want to, before we get to them, I want to shout out Moak and Rivers as well.
Yes. Oh my
Tom,
God, yes.
fill the people in on what they missing out on, brother.
Oh my God, man. So yeah, this is a battle that went down recently on No Lose Chat between, someone who's up. It's basically a rookies versus vets thing to a
Yeah,
certain extent. I mean,
definitely.
you had Moak on the show.
Mhm.
You're familiar with him. Go check out that interview. It's excellent. He's someone that I'm really getting hip to just recently. I've really became a huge fan of his. I think he's got like a spoken word background as well.
Yeah, yeah,
And
definitely. It shows in his style too. Yeah.
yeah, it does. It does. He's very, I mean, people hate the word lyrical, and he's not kind of that sort of, grind time dimension or whatever. But you can tell he has an appreciation, for the craft and a kind of
Mhm.
artisanal eye. But he's still a battle fan as well, and it really kind of shows through in just his strengths when he's performing. And then Rivers is like, kind of like just an OG over here, like a proper legend, in certain aspects. And, he's battled a lot. He's been Premier Battles champion. He's been on Don't Flop, No Loose Chat. And, he gets a lot of plaudits, rightly so, for his kind of rightly star and his, experience showing. So, yeah, this was just certainly like maybe UK Battle of the Year, definitely in that dimension. It's actually been quite a competitive year. And there's been some releases just recently, like I mentioned, the Shufflo Battle versus Bobby Rex and Raptor and stuff like that. But yeah, I just thought the writing was extraordinary. I mean, what about you, Tone? What was your opinion of the battle?
I'm like, yeah, you got two contrasting styles. I think for American fans, the best comparison, you say like an Excel, Oops, Flacco L, that vein, that cloth, that's what Moke is about. Rivers is with the total opposite. I mean, that's Yardie talk, like Rusty Razor's work. Like he was doing work up there. I actually thought that despite everything, man, I thought Rivers kind of won this battle a little bit low key.
I know. I mean, for me personally, not just
No,
but no, I appreciate what you're saying, but it's just like I'm just some original bars here where he's talking about the London attractions, Big Ben, Tate Modern. Basically, the main attractions, anything besides Rivers, was really cold. And then he's like, his local bars, like, you talked about Odell Beckham Jr. before and stuff like that. So it's like, here we have like him talking about London, Barking from the east side of the Rivers, which is where Barking is, on the Thames, Harrow from the west, Wig on the north side of Rivers going straight through his Barnet. Superb.
See, I knew that was regional shit, but I know I can't appreciate it on the level as you, like, you know what I mean? In terms of like, damn, I really know where that is. Like, you know what I mean? But I was like, okay, this must be regional. Like, he must be talking about sections of, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I like shit like that.
Yeah, and that's not to say that Rivers, was absolutely terrific as well. Like, he just had such anger from the off, really. Really barking straight into Moak's face. Big man, behave yourself, that kind of idea. But Rivers is just the master, of just flipping his own name. And Rivers is obviously such a fun name to fashion wordplay around. What do you say? Silent Rivers, run it deep down. Like, really cold.
Come on, man.
Doesn't really get a reaction, but I really like that.
Some of the Rivers flips I think is dope. It's always interesting to me when the guy with the name is better at flipping their own name. It just is disarming. You know what I'm saying? But now I like Moak's style, bro. I think he would be like, I've been pitching this for a while, man. UK America type matchups, man. Like no loose chat versus We Go Hard. Let's do it, man. I seen Brill Ballers talking about, like, I seen them talking about it too. Steam's on there talking about it. Like, let's make that shit happen next year. I think that'd be ill.
I think, that would be incredible. I mean, Moak as well, just quickly, I mean, in the second, what did he say? Like, he was talking about the sort of, the new era, which was kind of the basis of this card as well, like old versus new.
Right.
This era we're battling is like the new Twitter feed. We're going to fully expose this crop. Like, type, and it's a whole sort of social media sort of thing that he's from here.
Yeah.
And you know, I mean, levels rising and rivers drying up, and you know, that sort of stuff. That's pretty cool. But yeah, that's another battle we just want to point people to.
Absolutely, man. That's up there.
Go support the whole league, like.
Georgie Roots and Tony D had a hell of a battle.
My god, yeah,
that was one of the ones, but this is right up there with that, in my opinion. So shout out to UK, man. I see my man Moak in the chat. Moak, what up? Moak, what's going on, bro? But nah, shout out to the whole UK scene, man. I love what y'all doing, man. You know what I mean? So everybody that's here, if y'all ain't in tune, check out what they got going on, man. Y'all don't believe it? Y'all want to hear them talk that talk? They talk that talk over there too. So yeah, so that's what we're gonna do with the battles and all that, battle matchups and stuff. So go watch these battles. Let us know in the chat who you have winning, what you think of the battles, what this means for the various MCs and things like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, Moak, we cover hoods everywhere, bro. You know what I mean? We cover it everywhere, man, wherever that culture's at. You know what I mean? But without further ado, I actually want to bring on two of the guys. You know what I'm saying? First, I'm gonna bring on my man Scoot. And Hunger Games, right? So it's going down December 4th. We're gonna talk all about it, what's going on with the card, what's going on with the scene out there, and things like that. And you guys are gonna get familiar. We're gonna have more of the guys on the platform to talk about the battles they got going on, some of the new talent and the scene they building down in the Carolinas. So let me get my man Scoot on. Scoot, what up?
What's good with y'all?
We all right, man. Life is good, man. Life is good. Can't complain too much. What's up?
For sure. Yo, excuse my lightning. I'm not in my normal setting. Kids, wife in the house, so I had to get somewhere nice and quiet. Y'all though, man.
Oh man, we all good, man. Living life, man. You know, recapping the battles and things like that, man. But you know, as far as the card that's coming up, man, tell us all about it.
Hey, before I get to it, my man, my bro, my co-league owner, Knowledge.
Oh, wait a minute, Scoot, you kind of chopping up, man. I'm gonna get Knowledge on. Knowledge, what up, bro?
What's going on with you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Hey. I'm good. Definitely, man. So welcome, man. Welcome to the platform and things of that nature, man.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So I want to get into the card, man. I want to get into, you know, the scene that you guys got building and stuff like that. And you know, I saw it. Give Scoot the ISO, you know what I mean? Talk to people, things like that, and we'll take it from there. All right.
Hey, first off, for y'all who don't know me, I'm Scoot from the Rabbit Hole Podcast. And for the most part, we cover.
Ugly bitch.
That's fine. Hey, mostly.
Hold on a second. Hold on, Scoot. You breaking up, bro. I want people to hear you and stuff like that, but you're breaking up a little bit. It's just a little choppy. Let me let you get situated, bro. I'm gonna let Knowledge take over. Knowledge, man, let the people know what's up, bro, while we get Scoot situated.
We represent the Rabbit Hole Podcast down here in Eastern North Carolina. We represent North Carolina as a whole, but a lot of the talent you see coming out of North Carolina hasn't been from this side of the state. So if you want to be familiar with who we are, Bad News, None. They come from our side of the state. They're the guys we champion and the guys we look up to and guys we follow. So we've been building the culture here for a while. So
okay,
I mean,
that's what's up, man. That's good to hear and everything like that. Let me see if we can get all right. So go Tom. Let me get Scoot back on. Scoot, what up?
Yo, can you hear me now?
Yeah. We got you.
Yeah, my bad about that.
Wi-Fi, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the Wi-Fi.
Never Scoot. Come on, Scoot, man.
Hey, don't do me like that. Listen, man. Hey, I can't help. I got a full family at home, and everybody's on a tablet and everything going on right now. That's why I normally podcast at nighttime. You know what I mean?
Right. So East North Carolina, but we represent the whole Carolinas, and so tell us about the league and everything, and you know how everything has been put together and stuff too. You know what I'm saying, as we head into December 4th.
Well, all right, not to take credit, but if you can ask none where it all started right here. Y'all familiar with None. I'm sure y'all familiar with Bad News. They are guys that we are literally from our area of Carolina. And to make it a little more cleaner, If y'all ever heard of East Carolina University, the home of the Pirates, the purple.
Yeah.
In fact, the college that Chris Johnson went to. Brandon Ingram from this side of the town. Reggie Bullock from this side of the town. Rasheed Wallace from this side of the not Rasheed Wallace. Jerry Stackhouse from this side of the town.
Anyway,
yeah, from his city to be specific. You know what I mean? Kent Bazemore grew up with me, so we from that side of Carolina.
Right.
You know what I mean? Ty Gurley, all of that good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
so
we go
come
on
in
and
with an underdog with a chip on
George
our
Clinton.
like, you know what I mean?
I can do this all day. I can do this all day. You know what I mean? But we ain't gonna do that. We here for battle rap.
Right,
but anyway,
right.
We started off with our first platform was Gold Bars MC, Gold Bars Battle League. I'm sure y'all never heard of that, but we done had everybody bless our stage from RECAPS to None to Punchline Champ. Av even came through before. So a lot of guys that's in the know about have been around us at some point. So we started this whole rabbit hole underground fade thing because we want to make Carolina battle rap great again. Like at the end of the day, when I got to say when Body Bag was around, we was kind of hot shit out here. You know what I mean? That's where the T, you know, before Spit That Heat, that's where your T-Tops and your Brizzes and Jack Boys and a lot of other guys come from that platform. But anyway, long story short, we here just to reflame the fires and make Carolina battle rap great again because there's so much talent that y'all never get to see, man. So we just want to present something different. And it ain't just more so the battle rappers for us, it's the atmosphere that we create around here. For everything from the good cooking to the Southern hospitality to the drinks flowing to the trees in the air. You know? It's just you can't beat the atmosphere, bro. That's what you say. When you leave here, you're like, damn, that was a good experience. So the battle rap is just a little extra icing on the cake, in my opinion.
Yeah, no doubt. And that's dope, man. So the scene down there is rich, right? It's rich in terms of battle rap history and things like that. So this December 4th card, what can we look forward to? Like, what are we aiming for? We're gonna see local talent as well.
Man, you're gonna see a little everything. You're gonna see everything from our local talent all the way up to the Danny Myers and the swamps of the world. You know what I mean? We still keeping it Carolina. Not to mention for y'all guys that was Young X fans, we got Young X back outside.
Let me jump in there right quick though.
Go ahead, bro.
You're gonna see culture first. A lot of times we come for battle rap, we come for bars, we come for hip hop, but you don't really get to see the culture of an area. And that's what we focus on at the rabbit hole is you hear Carolina battle rap, you think names. Like even I started mentioning names, but those names come from a place. And the culture we have here in Carolina is based on principles. It's hard work. We don't get noticed, especially on this side of North Carolina. We live in the country, damn near. I could probably open my window and hit a chicken.
Hey, that's him. I live next to Starbucks and Chick-fil-A myself, but
right.
He got him a nice government job. You know what I mean?
Right.
Go, Scoot.
The first thing you're gonna get when you come down here is the culture. You're gonna take in the food, the music that we breathe in, the women, the dancing. So it's gonna be battle rap. I promise you. You're gonna get a lot of great battle rap, but you're gonna get in tune with who we are first, so you can understand the brand of battle rap that we putting out.
Okay.
Yeah,
so let me ask you this, Tony.
When No Limit jumped in the game, and everybody was like, "What type of country fried?"
Right.
That was a good time in my life too.
Right. Let me ask you this, Tone, bro. So when I first presented the card to you, just from your point of view, knowing we coming from a small league, what was the first thoughts of your mind? I mean, not just the names on the card, but the presentation and everything.
I feel like it's dope. I feel like, you know, when you put talent that's well known in front of talent that maybe is not as well known or whatever the case might be, it always can be a little bit dangerous though, because sometimes those guys can overshadow shit. But I know Carolina, I know the lineage, right? Like we're gonna see some of the guys that came out of that scene that were doing well as well. You know what I mean? So always look for that mix, like of, okay, if I'm gonna pair up this new guy, this hometown hero up against this other guy, pressure's on. So I immediately go back as a fan. I got to do my research. Well, why are they pairing this guy with him? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's organic too, because there's so much of that scene that is embedded into the card. It's not like it's just let's just grab a bunch of random dope names and bring it in. You know what I mean? I think it was dope, bro. I think it's well presented and it makes sense, you know.
Oh yeah, we actually chose guys that we actually liked. My thing about putting battle rap together is like, bro, I don't care like how dope other people think you are. If I don't find you fire, I'm not trying to book you.
Yeah,
that's just me.
Just personally. Like that.
Yeah, it got to be like that. It got to be some standard at some point.
You're being humble too. You're being humble too. Man, it was the streets made this card, man. This is people from the block, people from dead ass. People
this
from
is
the
a
trap.
fact.
They saying, hey man, can you get Danny Myers down here? Can you get the swamp down here? And
right.
So are those guys battling, guys? Is it Swamp versus Danny Myers as the headline?
No, it's going to be Swamp versus Young X actually. And if you think about it, Swamp kind of taking up the space that Young X used to take up. If you think about
it, country dude,
swag,
yeah, presence like that country.
That
kind of grammar,
like,
I feel like that shit, that charisma. Young X had it. Just so just so everyone is familiar with what's on the card. I'm gonna start bottom up. This card's called Winter Soldier. All right.
No. The Winter Soldier, because there can only be one.
The Winter Soldier. He picked the name. He was
I'm saying no. Listen.
No, it does say that.
It
says many will try, but there can only be one Winter Soldier. That's a fact.
Listen, I'm giving out a medal at the end of the night to the Winter Soldier. Like, I'm taking it that serious. Like, you will actually get a real medal at the end of the night. And for everybody that's looking, if you pop out, we're going with the military theme. So if you do anything from fatigues to army hoodie to hat, you get a $5 discount at the door.
Look how the No Limit reference come full circle. I like that.
Show up in your camos and get that discount. That's what I'm talking about. Now, on the card, we got C-Dot versus Deuce Gutter, Sean Don versus Reese, Pretty Good versus Blue Stripe Benji, Javelli the King versus Unk Nini, OG Prime versus Bishop, Stino Savvy versus Statement, DG the Piranha versus Juice, Bad News versus Vern G, Swamp versus Young X, and Danny Myers versus XO. That's what we got.
Danny about to catch that L down here, bro. XO is the going, bro.
Oh yeah,
you gonna put that out nationally?
I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna throw that out there.
That's what we
He's
said.
the going, bro. The going is the greatest of right now.
The
greatest of right now. Listen, y'all like that?
That's a funny phrase. That's like the gloat. Didn't matter.
He's the greatest of right now.
Right.
I'm telling you, Danny gonna come here. But Danny always be Danny. Don't get me wrong.
We're gonna hang an L on. He's gonna catch a small league L. That was our mission.
He's gonna catch that L down here.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just looking at XO on Verse Tracker. He's battled Craig Lamar. He's battled Holmesy. Like, what's his style like?
Chilla Jones meets a real street dude.
What are you saying about Chilla?
Hey, put it like this. When this is over, I'm gonna see you XO versus Young Cannon. And I'll let you, because let's be
I'll watch it. I'd love to, yeah.
Young Cannon is a gatekeeper at this point.
Absolutely.
So if you can hold your own with YK, it's pretty much saying, hey, come on out.
Because I done seen him. I done seen him come to some cities and ruin a lot of dreams. Like, guys, just you know what? Let me freshen up my resume. Go get this job at Target. Like, this battle rap thing is done with.
Hey, the Gorn told YK he was a hood despot.
Basically, trash on paper.
Trash on paper. So
okay.
It's we got a lot. It's so much. I know everybody like, oh, he's talking crazy. This is ridiculous. No, trust me.
Yeah,
you're gonna see it all. Undergroundfade.tv. Proceed. Bro.
So we got DG the Piranha coming back in his juice. Now DG Piranha just did really well on URL and in the tournament and on the off duty. And he's somebody that I got an interview with DG from like 2.5 years ago, something like that. You know what I mean? Like back then, I was impressed and everything. Now, Juice, tell me about Juice, bro. I gotta do my homework on everybody, but I want to hear from y'all. Juice. Is Juice gonna be able to stand in there in front of DG the goddamn piranha?
Well, we'll tell you who he has then. Let's see. He's cleaned up Floss the Boss.
Oh, Floss.
PG Skillet.
Okay.
So he's worked his way up certain rungs, you know, to earn standing in front of DG. So we thought he was ready. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, like he's super explosive, gun bar heavy, and just he got that energy, man, in that feel, man. You know, and DG's my man. Me and DG been homies since Xbox days, so that's my man's. But I'm always going with hometown.
You got Bad News out here now. Bad News doing well in that KOTD tournament. He's going up against Vern G.
Yeah.
Not as familiar with Vern G, but I know what Bad News brings to the table. One thing about him is he's gonna shoot you.
Well,
he's gonna shoot you. Gun
let me say this. This ain't gonna be what you think it's gonna be.
Not at all.
Because the difference between y'all and us, we actually know Bad News. So you might hear a thing or two that you really didn't know. You're gonna have to pull me to the side after ride on the car ride home. Like, bro, was that true? So he might get a little more personal than the rest of the battles.
And full story, when Carolina Battle Rap was coming to the scene, and the T-Tops and the Bad Newses and the R Streets and those guys are going down to spit that heat. Vern G was on those trips, and he was taking those trips with those guys. But he had some unfortunate things happen in his personal life, where he couldn't further what it is he wanted to accomplish in battle rap.
Yeah.
So he knows Bad News very well.
Very well.
So this was more, like I said, when I said we're going to start with culture, this was a battle for us. Because Bad News lives like 30 minutes down the road.
That's right.
And Vern G is right here in the backyard, and we all know each other. So this is a battle. This battle is the one that's going to pack the building, and it's the one that's going to have the most energy.
Right. My bad. And I love Bad
When
News.
I say culture, this is the battle that's going to represent that when I say culture.
Okay. That's what's up. I mean, I'm looking to see a dogfight. And again, I mean, I think Carolina, like for instance, like Carolina, when I say Carolinas, I say the Carolinas, because that's how, as a up north person, I no disrespect.
No.
But when the Southern invasion, as I call it, happened, that was what it was. It was the Carolinas.
Yo, we completely agree with you, Tony, bro, but South Carolina don't love us like we love them, but we never treated them like a hype man.
Never treated them like a hype man.
I'm talking about North South bundling up like each other, all type of shit. What's going on, man?
Yeah, I don't know these places. Yeah.
No. The thing is, like I said, when BRIQz and Chop was running around hollering Carolina shit, they came on the scene and started hollering, "We from South Carolina." We didn't try to separate; they separated.
So like Swamp, Kid Chaos,
right?
Who else is from the? I know Swamp Chaos. Who else is the Swamp Town guy?
DG,
Swamp Town.
Rob Marley, Bless. Who else over there?
Who else is coming out of South Carolina, man? Forget those dudes. Shout out to Ton. Ton is he just went through the crucible process.
Yeah,
I guarantee you're going to hear from Ton. He's from South Carolina.
He's fine. I can't take
what about Anderson? Anderson's from North.
Anderson's from North.
Okay. See, I ain't know it's like that though.
Yeah, no, it ain't. It's not like
really.
that. It's literally battle rap. It's really not like
that.
No.
I know it's all battle rap. Nobody get it. Anybody gonna get killed, smack. I get it. But nigga, like I didn't know it was that though, because I always like, okay, it's Carolina. That's the lineage, man.
We wish it was like that, but unfortunately, it's really not like that. It's kind of y'all go through that. It's the city don't necessarily claim Buffalo.
That's a fact. Oh no. See, I'm upstate, man. Rochester, Buffalo, Syracuse. Yeah. We don't
Elmira and all that.
Yeah, we don't mix in with the city guys like that. Like we
exactly. It's the same.
We love each
thing
other,
here.
but we don't. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's a different thing entirely. I get that.
Let's be honest. We only go to South Carolina to go to Myrtle Beach, man.
And that's how you cause problems right there. Statements like that. Statements like that.
I know.
The truth hurts,
you got to
Tony,
poke
bro.
the bear, bro. You gotta poke the bear, bro. Because I want them to come over here mad and going crazy.
We like to keep it competitive, though, and they're a little too friendly. Well, they were.
What is it about? Let me ask y'all. What is it about the region? What is it about the region that makes it so that people tend to, even with all the work put in, people tend to overlook the region as an epicenter of talent for, mainstream hip hop and just battle rap as well? Like, what do you think is part of the pause, I guess, that people have? It'd be like, before they come and fuck with y'all, like, what is it? What is it really? What do you attribute that
to? Petey Pablo.
Oh shit!
Oh, come on, man.
Wow, he might be right,
bro. I'm being real. Like, I love Petey personally, but the thing is, when you think of North Carolina, the first song cut in your head is North Carolina. Come
on, you raise up.
Turn
up.
That's the first thing that comes.
And they can act like that song wasn't hot if they want to.
It was on fire.
Was
but guess what? It was crazy to the rest of the world, but right here, niggas really won't rocking with it.
It wasn't that to y'all?
We the home of the hater, bro. We the home of the hater. That's our biggest problem. We got to win over your own state before you can win over the rest, and that's the problem in Carolina. We got so much hate within each other. That it's kind of hard to elevate when everybody pulling each other down. You know what I mean?
Right. But y'all got so many diverse styles and so much.
We got the best female rap in the world right now.
Oh, hold on.
Rhapsody will rap circles around any female.
Oh yeah. Rhapsody, yeah.
Is she from the 2-5?
Yeah. Rhapsody.
Snow Hill, shout out Snow Hill, 20 minutes down.
Yeah. See, I was gonna say though, I don't know. I feel like the homegirl Che Noir she right.
She is, but we can't compare 1 year worth of work to 5 years of excellence.
Yeah, you can't even because I think Rhapsody got like 2. Layla's Wisdom's definitely
Layla's Wisdom. Come on, bro.
It's a classic album. So yeah. But yeah, so as far as the card, so we got December 4th. Tell us about the venue and everything. Like, what can people expect when they get to the venue? Things like that. Like, where is it? For people that's around the town.
Go ahead, King. I'll let you take it.
Well, don't break up on the food now.
Oh man, the venue was fire, bro. It's a black-owned venue. In fact, Young Joe just performed there last weekend and whatnot. You know what I mean? It's the food is slapping. The bar is beautiful. The bartender is fire.
Okay. All right, relax.
The sound system is nice. It actually got an area you can actually sit down at.
Okay.
That's a big thing at battle rap joints. Right. You know what I mean? Right. It actually got little side VIP booths. Again, one thing that makes you got to have stamina to be at a battle rap event. And did I mention it's not going to be 1,000,000 degrees in the building?
Thank God, I can't do it,
bro.
Yeah, we don't do that uncomfortable stuff that battle rap loves to do. We hate that. We hate that.
But that's what. But between standing up all night, not having that to eat, that's what makes it so difficult to be at a battle rap event all day. You're talking like a 5 to 8 hour chore here.
Right.
So with that said, you need food there. You need drinks. And deeper than that, we bring versatility. It ain't just a big fucking sausage party going on. It's versatility. You know what I mean? Pause if necessary. But yeah.
The bartender is going to be there. All right, great.
That's real.
Yeah. For sure. And armed security. So you throw a lick, you might get hit. And that's just simple as that.
So we safe in there, got good drinks, got good venue, things like that. It should be a dope event, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, bro. It's like I said, it's a small city. You ain't gonna see no cows and chickens crossing the road or nothing. But you're gonna be in the South though. Better believe that.
That's what I'm talking about. Now, so we got the event coming up in December and things like that.
Angel like that.
And I just hope I'm a person that I like to be a part of things as figured out early. You know what I'm saying? I like to keep my finger on the pulse and the newest scenes and what's going on. So at the end of this, right? These new guys on this list, or not new, but guys that we aren't familiar with, right?
Correct.
We should be talking about. That's the
Indeed.
idea.
Yeah,
Is that
And that's what we're looking for right there.
Cino, the guys that the
Cino just did a Crucible, in fact, like last week.
So some of these
like,
guys are already
in fact,
Okay.
if you look at the Crucible,
right.
at least 3 or 4 of those last guys that made the cut was on our last call. Like we got that vision, bro. Like,
Okay.
you feel me?
Okay.
So
it's heating up. It's heating up. And just because his name is dope, Blue Strip Benji.
Ooh.
Tell me about Blue Strip
Don't
Benji.
put
I'm already
pressure.
interested
Well,
in the name.
Blue Strip Benji, that's my man's. But I'm gonna just say this.
Not on national
Blue
broadcast.
Strip Benji. Now I got to be honest because that's my bro. Blue Strip Benji life is on the line. So to give you a small rundown on this, Pretty Good actually had a battle set up to battle Danny Myers a card ago.
Oh.
However, Danny had whatever going on, so he couldn't do it. But the irony is that battle's supposed to happen, that card, but he chose to battle Danny instead, which I understand that, and it never happened. Now he's on the card with Danny, but battling the guy that he should have battled last time. So he's gonna come in there on 1,000.
He gonna try to
show
kill
off.
him. Oh man, Blue Strip Benji.
But Blue Strip is a pen guy. He's a pen.
Okay.
He's definitely intricate, army background. Very, like I said, very pen heavy, very intricate. He's getting better with his performances, and he know he got to show up and show out this time. I'm not going to speak on why, but he knows why.
Okay.
He knows why.
That's what's up, man. We got a little bit more time until we get down to this card. I want to have more of the guys up here, especially the guys that everyone isn't all familiar with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want them to talk a little bit because I think that this is dope. And if you're in the Carolinas, I'm going to make sure everybody has the address. So 6250 NC 11. I guess that's a street.
Yeah, Highway 11. It's Highway 11. Yeah.
Aiden, North Carolina.
Yep, that's right on the outskirts of Greenville, baby.
Okay.
On out.
Okay. All right. And
it's going to be literally 2 minutes from the hotel where everybody's going to be at. Straight shot.
Straight up. Okay. All right. So everybody in the Carolinas region, pop out for that. We're gonna have more promo and everything for that.
VA will be in the building hard as well, man. VA came out like 20 deep last time.
Young X travels well.
Young X travels deep.
And if you're booking Young X, know that Young X travels well.
He
like the
travels
Steelers.
Okay. You know what's funny is like when I go to like events everywhere, I always run into a couple Carolina people. Like always, always.
We love the culture, man. We love the culture. And up until that smack event, that shit that was 1,000,000 degrees, I don't think he had never been down here before.
No, yeah. I heard everyone almost passed out from heat exhaustion that day.
Listen,
come clean.
I earned so much respect for Geechee Gotti and the other guys that performed that night because I couldn't have did it.
Yeah.
Like you don't understand the circumstances. Like it was 1,000. It was so hot out. It was so hot in the building. We went outside to 98-degree weather. Like, whoa, it feel good out here.
That's the antebellum heat. No.
And JC still battled in a jacket.
In a jacket. That's all.
He the man. Now, I don't know. JC, I don't know. Like if he has an internal temperature system that's just set up. But that brother, he will battle in the middle of a desert in a Montclair and just be like, I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie. Speaking of him, Sirius kind of cleaned them up last battle too.
Did he?
Yeah, he kind of did.
I don't know that pimping serious. That's fire. But
we can debate that Sirius low key never loses.
Yeah, he don't.
Like him and Goods, I can debate every one of their battles and say, they could have won it.
Right. Exactly. I mean, and even with the UFF thing, I mean, I thought he beat me. But
when we see your vote, I was with you on that vote. Like I'm screaming. In fact, we was at a Hunger Games event that day. Shouts out to them boys. You know what I mean? Oh, you said that earlier. Let me get that right.
Hunger
Games. Those are our guys. Shouts out to Teak, Nunn, Jerome. Them our guys. Right. We did the lock-in together. That's when we collide together with RECAPS and the Hunger Games and ourselves.
Okay.
That's what the lock-in is.
Mm-hmm.
So this right here, this rabbit hole underground fade, it's us.
Right.
We put in all that legwork.
Okay. Credit where credit's due, man. You know what I mean? I like what y'all got going on. Matter of fact, as far as me hosting and everything, this is gonna be my first gig. I'm excited. You know what I mean? I'm happy with what's going on, man. We've been solid for communicating everything like that.
For sure.
But I want you to shout out the Rabbit Hole Radio. Shout out the platform, how people can follow you guys, and you know what I mean. Just give people a little bit of rundown on
Talk
that.
to them now.
I'm gonna get
undergroundfadetv.com.
Go ahead, brother. What'd you say?
Undergroundfadetv.com.
Yeah, it's not. It's undergroundfade.tv, nigga.
We hey man, whatever, man. I want to explain. We don't drop anything on YouTube. Well, we barely drop anything on YouTube. We prefer to stay independent and keep our own content. And that's part of the reason why the guys come battle here, because the artists, they're in control of their content, and we allow them to do special things as far as promotion and how they want their battles presented. So we have a platform for it. So
right on.
Definitely.
Yeah. Well, nah, we do because the underground, and it works just
undergroundfade.tv. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
undergroundfade.tv.
Okay. It works just as easy as YouTube. It's a clickable link. It's easy to go through. We got hella content up there from the Rabbit Hole podcast all the way down to the Underground Fade battles. We're gonna keep adding more to that. So anybody just trying to help build their sales while working with us, man, feel free to reach out. I'm telling you, we building something golden over here.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you.
Independent grind.
Yeah, independent, man, out the mud. You know, I respect that, man. Rochester, New York, man, 585. You know how we do it. That's how we do it up there.
Like I told you, Tom, bro. I remember so many episodes watching Black Compass, and everybody want to clown you about Grizel.
Yeah.
Everybody want to clown you about Grizel. Hey, my bro laughing because he tried to do me the same way.
Right.
And I was like, bro, they are fire. And my bro said, man, y'all ain't gonna trick me with that 1990 shit. So, you know.
Boot Camp Clip would have cleaned them up in the 90s, man. Cut it out
here, man. It's not too many people mess with Conway, the machine. I put him and Benny up against whoever you bring. You know what I mean?
Conway said he would battle.
Yo, Conway, listen, bro.
And he would win.
I don't think niggas want that Conway smoke. It's only so many mouth like over here with the nah. It's gonna be it'll be work up there, bro. You know.
And did I mention that them boys blessed some classic albums?
Yeah.
Them boys been on all the GOATs albums lately. You know,
every single one of them, bro. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
shout out Boog in the comment section.
Yo, Boog, that's our part. That's also one of our partners in crowd right there. Shout out Boog, man.
Okay.
Uncle Nini's in there too. He's on the car.
Uncle Nini is like unlike nothing else, man. Like, we versatile. I'm sorry.
We're gonna have to get him up here. We gotta get him up here. We got
our token white guy too. Everybody we got one. We got ours. But Uncle Nini ain't a white guy that's trying to be black.
Right.
He's comfortable with himself, and that's what makes him so fire. He sounds like nobody but himself.
You've never seen his style. I can't wait.
Never.
Okay.
Ramon freestyle master.
That's what's up. Yeah, Uncle Nini, we gonna connect and everything. Juice, we gonna connect. Statement. Everybody that's up here.
Everybody. Shout out
y'all up here and things like that, man. But gentlemen, I'm gonna close out and everything.
Yep.
Y'all brothers be safe. I definitely appreciate y'all time. You know what I mean?
Thank you for having us.
No doubt, man. No doubt. Doors always open. Y'all always welcome. Scoop, knowledge. Y'all be good. All right,
man.
All right, no doubt. Yo, man, shout out to Rabbit Hole, man. Shout out to Rabbit Hole. Shout out to Underground Fade. Shout out to the people out in North Carolina, South Carolina. Everybody's going to support this card and things like that. Make sure y'all stay in tune with what we're doing. I will be delivering more updates. I'm going to get more people on the show. You'll have more of that type of stuff. But all the battles that me and my brother Tom broke down, go and watch these battles. We do these things so y'all can go and spin the block on the battles that maybe you forgot about. There's so many events. There's so many cards happening. We're going to be doing this stuff a lot more often. So I hope y'all enjoyed this. Make sure you subscribe. Look at the description box for all the links to everything that you need. Hit the society, join the Discord, join the conversation, join the movement. When you get in there, hit up our mods. We'll let you know how to work from there. If you're familiar with this, if you're unfamiliar with Discord, also join the Patreon for exclusive behind the scenes content, extended clips, overtime sessions. Anything that we drop will be there. And one more thing, if you listen on Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, places like that, you can as well. Make sure you subscribe on whatever app you use to listen to our content. Black Compass Media. I am Tone Bro, representing on behalf of the whole society. Shout out to my brothers, Polo, Posey, Cola, Driz. You know what I'm saying? Like we out here, man. Whole society, team, backpack, army. Oh, one more thing before I go. We got Bill Collector tonight. So stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? I know some of y'all gonna be watching that football, but grab your plate and sync up, man. We got Bill tonight. Y'all be good, Tone Bro. I'm up out of here. Peace.